It's been a while since I put out a video message, so I thought this would be a great time to do that. And I would like to approach a particular topic which a lot of people have been questioning me about recently, and that is about what to do with your spirituality. Where do I go from here? Now, regardless of where you are, whichever level you are spiritually, I would say the most important thing to have, like in anything in life, is to have a balance. We need to have a balance between reality, that is life here, and spirituality. We need to have a balance where everything in our life is attended to equally, and you don't place one above the other, because the experience of life has to be a fulfilling one, and that can only happen if you put in a lot more effort into each establishing that balance that you need to have a healthy life here. And as for spirituality, spirituality is not supposed to isolate you from reality, but to take you deeper into it, to basically let you see a bigger picture, a deeper picture, to be able to evolve at a pace that is needed by your evolution, which is intended by your higher self. When I talk about balancing spirituality, though, it involves within the boundaries of spirituality. And this applies to every one of us, regardless of where you are spiritually, regardless of how evolved you are as a soul. What is important is to strive a balance within your spirituality. Now, I know the most common ways of what people think is a part of learning in spirituality. They would think that learning is a huge part of your spiritual balance, but unfortunately, it is not. This is where we all make mistakes. We all have that inner urge to serve, to do something for others, and then we don't know where to begin. And the most common questions that I've been faced with are, what do I do? How am I supposed to serve people? I know I'm supposed to do it. And what am I supposed to do with myself? What do I put out there so people can benefit from it? Now, people in this world have all kinds of needs. The most common one is, and always has been, the need for some kind of solution, answers, truth. There's a need for love. And love has been a priceless commodity, a priceless, something that you cannot even put a price to it at any point in anyone's life. It's something that you cannot pay for. It's something that you cannot, um, you know, achieve, earn. It has to be created through acts, different kinds of acts. So what can you as an awakened person do for those who are still asleep or those who are about to wake? As a light worker, you have to have a balance, which is to send, to receive, and give. Just like in anything in life, there has to be a balance, and in spirituality too, there is where you receive and there is what you give. What do you receive? You receive wisdom. You receive more resources that will help you to evolve in the form of people, in the form of experiences, many ways where you get from the universe to grow, to evolve. That is one half of your evolution. As exciting as it is to learn so much more, sometimes we get lost in that. And the very purpose that you're here is lost. The very purpose, what is your mission? Your mission is not only to learn, but it's also to give out what you learned so others would also benefit from your wisdom. It doesn't matter if you awakened a year ago, or you've been awakened all your life, or you've been awakened for the past 2 days. Every single one of us, when you're awakened, the first thing that you want to do is serve, to give. But we also get carried away with the need to always learn. It's always great to find out very deep questions, answers that are very deep. It's very exciting. Even for me, I love to have a conversation with someone who's so evolved that they can talk about things others can't. So I wouldn't say that I cannot, um, do that. I would love to do that, but I do it when I have the time to do it. Because my purpose here, as much as every one of your purpose is to reach out and help those who are still coming up. That's the only way you can evolve. Evolution does not only involve you learning, evolution also involves lifting others up, sharing your light. That's your mission, that's your purpose. The understanding that we're all one and we need to help each other to come up is the very basics of spirituality. That is how we work as a one consciousness. That is how we function. Every unit matters. Every unit is every soul matters. So when you are evolving and others are not, and you've signed up at some point of time to come here and serve, you need to be able to help do that as well. Your responsibility doesn't just lie in evolving on your own. It involves in reaching out and helping others who are also trying to move up the spiritual ladder. So have a healthy balance. Do every little thing. You don't need to go out there and give readings, or you don't need to always heal people, um, you know, to do something for others. Every little act matters. People lack self-respect. People lack self-love. People lack a lot of things that they would love help with. Go out there and do that. Even a smile to a stranger, even if the person doesn't smile back at you, matters. At some point, it would have made some difference in the vibrations around that person. Do little things, because I remember there were instances where someone has told me, I was walking down the street and somebody actually smiled at me. I didn't think so much about it. In fact, I didn't even bother to smile. But hours later, I'm thinking about it, that person took the effort to smile at me. Even if I didn't smile back at the person, or I probably can never meet that person again to return that kindness. But it did affect the person, you see. So it doesn't matter how big or small your deed is, how evolved you are or not. You still need to work on a balance spiritually. Never lose that balance. Whatever you receive in the form of information, lessons, experiences, challenges, you put it back out. That's how the universe has always functioned. It will always remain functioning. So spirituality, no matter where you are, you could be the most evolved person in town, but if you don't reach out and help people humbly, humbleness, humility is the highest form of connection to the divine, not ego. They don't even recognize ego. So if you're going to go out there and say, I'm this evolved person, and see, I've mentored 25 people or 25,000 people, and everybody looks up to me as this great guru, now that is no way putting yourself in a divine position to help people. When you're serving, you should be humble. If that humility doesn't exist in you, the very purpose of serving ceases to exist. So always remember that you are here to serve. To serve would require that you be humble. To serve would require that you go down to their level and lift them up. Not to stand on some pedestal and have them look up at you. Your light should only shine enough for others to see their path, and not shine too brightly that it blinds them from their own path. You get what the point is? The point here is each one of us must reach that level. And everyone has to evolve too, not just you, to fulfill that one consciousness. The vibrational increase has to happen with every single one of us. Whether you like that person or not, it is irrelevant. That person also has to evolve. So helping each other is basically helping yourself. Because we do need to rise up, raise ourselves together. That's why we're here. That's why you're given these gifts. Not to just relish them and, to use it for yourself and probably think you're the greatest spiritual person around. No, that's not even the purpose. That's not even the purpose. So always have a very balanced life purpose in spirituality. Always focus on giving as much as you receive. It's exciting to be amongst a group of people who love to exchange ideas, who love to talk about their experiences, spiritual experiences, as bizarre as it may seem, to the outsiders. But I would say that keep aside some time for that. But your primary focus should be, because all the answers lie inside you. We're all able to do what even the so-called highly enlightened people can do. It's just a distance covered. There is no hierarchy system on the other side. It's only the distance that's covered that matters. So if you're going to think that because you know more and you have better experiences than some newly awakened souls, it does not mean that they are less important than you in the one consciousness. It only means that that soul will at some point of time reach where you are today, or even better. They just need to accept certain things, they just need to remember it. And your purpose here is to help them remember it, not to put them down. So don't allow ego to get in the way. Instead, reach out and help people. All the answers that you need about this high funda stuff will happen over time, because you just need to reach inside and do it and find out what these answers are for yourself when you have the time. Time is so precious in this world because we are all mortals as far as we are here in this dimension. You don't want to keep coming back here again for the same purpose again and again and again because you don't get it. Let's not lose our focus and service while we're busy trying to evolve. Because without service, evolution doesn't make any difference for you, for me, or for anyone in this universe. I hope this message reaches down and shows you some form of lesson that you need to learn. Thank you so much. May God bless you all. Namaste.